drew mighty Manchester United in the Rumbelows semi-final. On the edge of his seat in the studio is our special guest and former Middlesbrough manager, Jack Charlton. We'll be getting the expert opinions of the Republic of Ireland boss after the match. It's our main match from Old Trafford. It's another taste of the big time for Middlesbrough against the competition's favourites. They know all about being underdogs, though. Remember when they disposed of the City Challenge in the fall at Ayresome Park? Top scorer Paul Wilkinson's hoping to be the talk of the town again. Star billing in the last round went to Stuart Ripley in his wonder goal against Peterborough. There'll be no complaints if he turns in a repeat performance. But United have scored some crackers on their route to the semis as well. Clayton Blackmore's blockbuster against Leeds is the pick of the bunch, while teenage sensation Ryan Giggs is obviously going to cause Borough problems with his finishing style. Well, they start the night on level terms after a goalless first leg at Ayresome Park a week ago. Now, because of technical problems at Old Trafford, we first of all hear from commentator Clive Tilsley. After that, the more familiar voice of our sports editor, Roger Thames.
Good evening from Old Trafford, Manchester. Wet and windswept, but the venue this evening for the second leg of the remaining Rumbelows League Cup semi-final between Middlesbrough of the second division in the blue shirts and Manchester United in the red. Middlesbrough currently sixth in the second division and still very much a part of the promotion issue. Manchester United, who lost the leadership of the first division to Leeds United at the weekend, but still with the championship very much on their minds. As you can see, puddles all over the Old Trafford surface, but the referee here this evening, John Martin, never in any doubt that the match could go ahead. It's 0-0 from the first leg at Ayresome Park a week ago. A goalless first leg, but an excellent cup tie, full of chances. But for the inspired goalkeeping of Peter Schmeichel and Steve Pears, who again play tonight, it could have ended 2-2 or 3-3. Schmeichel, the big Dane on the left of Manchester United, and Stephen Pears, a former Manchester United player, played 5 games for United back at the start of 1985, but a fixture at Middlesbrough for the last 7 years, and rated as the best goalkeeper in the second division by Lenny Lawrence's new manager at Ayresome Park. When Manchester United reached the final of this competition last year, Lee Sharp was the hottest property in English football. A teenage international and a scorer in both legs of the League Cup semi-final against Leeds United. 12 months and 2 hernia operations later, and Sharp starts all over again tonight. Only his second start of an anxious season. It's a Manchester United team without Mark Hughes, a man custom built for semi-finals. He's suspended, but another from the same mould, Steve Bruce, returns to the defence. The latest challenge to Ryan Giggs' prodigious talents is to lead the United attack with Lee Sharp wide on the left. Players like Steve Bruce aren't fully appreciated until they're missing. It's a fact that United have won only once in 7 weeks without him. Middlesbrough are forced into one change from the first leg. Gary Parkinson is injured, so Manchester-born Curtis Fleming fills in at right back. 3 of Lenny Lawrence's promotion squad are cup-tied from this competition, so it'll be a relief to have Willie Falconer available again, albeit as a substitute. In charge tonight, the country's senior referee, John Martin, who is 50-something. Nice night for it. It's been persisting since 4 o'clock here. Not enough puddles to put the match in any doubt, though. Last week's first leg may have been goalless, but it was far from chanceless. A cracking cup tie, which could quite easily have ended 2-2 or 3-3. But all square, it's a sudden death semi-final now. The other one between Spurs and Forest was a classic 10 days ago. The prize is the same. Let's hope we get a match of the same calibre. Brian Robson forward. Headed away by Nicky Mohan and forward by Paul Ince. Mohan again for Middlesbrough. Here's Neil Webb. It was a feature of that other semi-final at White Hart Lane that the rain made the pitch very fast and made the match very exciting. It could be the same sort of surface tonight. Pallister beating Wilkinson to it. Foul by Irwin on Hendry. Free kick which Alan Kernaghan, who took over the Middlesbrough captaincy from Tony Mowbray in November, will take. Hendry squeezed across the goal and Wilkinson with a header. Just over the crossbar from Paul Wilkinson, who caused Manchester United all manner of problems, particularly in the first half of the first leg. Hendry just managed to wriggle away from Irwin there, and Wilkinson stole a march on everybody else in the penalty area. Brian Robson. Fleming with the throw. Paul Wilkinson. Forced forward by Webb. This is the best of passes for Phillips, and he'll do well to keep the ball in. Caught in a bit of a cul-de-sac, but he's found a way out. But here's Paul Ince. Ryan Giggs. Free kick given to Manchester United. Ince fouled by Phillips. There was a hefty whack across the back of Paul Ince's ankle. Both Bruce and Pallister are forward. Pears makes a punch. Dennis Irwin on his left once. Narrow squeak for Middlesbrough. Dennis Irwin, a right-footed left-back. His left foot's got stronger and stronger the more he's played in that position. And there was evidence. That was a clean strike on volley. No more than a couple of yards wide. Pollock surviving the handball appeal. And the challenge from Sharp. Fleming. Hendry's got in behind Irwin here momentarily. Nice to squeeze it across two. Bruce intercepted, but it's a corner kick. A little uncertainty there. An element of surprise that Hendry managed to squeeze the cross back from an improbable situation. Tight corner which almost put Manchester United in a tight spot. Alan Kernaghan forward. Nicky Mowen's in there too. A little bit too long for Wilkinson, who was leaning on Pallister. And that's a free kick to Manchester United. Paul Wilkinson, who had 3 seasons in the First Division with Nottingham Forest and with Everton. He won a title medal at Goodison Park. No stranger to occasions of this stature. McClare for Ince. It looks as if Pollock was a wee bit late there, and Manchester United have got it back. Giggs for McClare. Ryan Giggs going on. Alan Kernaghan doing just enough. Neil Webb. He's got Parker here in some space. Paul Ince, who's made space for himself, and for a left-footed shot blocked by Kernaghan. Sharp, McClare, Lee Sharp going on. Neil Webb now, just run out of pitch. Dangerous combination. Initially between Sharp and McClare. Neil Webb joining in late in the day. Here's Giggs. Ince. Now Giggs is away from Phillips this time. Three waiting for the cross. Slipped in towards Robson. Threaded it through to Sharp. Little back heel, and it was Jamie Pollock. Last line of defence in front of Steve Pears, who made the crucial intervention. Lee Sharp's clever back heel almost unhinged Middlesbrough. It's ushered Bruce and Pallister forward from the back. Dennis Irwin, flick from Giggs. Neil Webb, Blocked by Moen and cleared by Wilkinson. Parker. Webb. Into McClare. It's Brian Robson. Set up by Steve Bruce. Brian Robson just leaning back and guiding his shot wide of the mark. On a little bit of concerted Manchester United pressure building, Steve Bruce still forward from the original corner.
There's the Teesside multitude, 9,000 of them, all convinced that this perhaps could be their year for a major Wembley final. Parker. McClare for Ince, opened out quickly for Robson. Giggs breaking away to try to find the space. This is McClare. There's a chance here perhaps for Sharp. 1-0 to Manchester United. Lee Sharp recalled. Really makes it count. They got the man out spare. And what a moment for Lee Sharp. He's absolutely delighted with that one. Robson there involved. It was Giggs. It was McClare. And suddenly they got a man over. And Sharp saw his chance. And he lashed it into the far corner past Stephen Pears. Lovely little check there from McClare and the little prod. And that's just where the marking went adrift. Fleming's challenge too late. Lashed in under Stephen Pears. First of the season for Lee Sharp. Webb. Neat work by McClare. He just ran into too much resistance. Ripley on a run. Wilkinson, good build-up here. It's Jamie Pollock. And Borough have got men forwards here. There's Pollock. And Slaven appealing in the middle, as was Wilkinson. Jamie Pollock, who's yet to score for Middlesbrough. He made his debut in the League Cup down at Bournemouth in the second round. And that would have been a glorious start. And they've not given anything away at the back. And there goes the half-time whistle. All the commitment you'd expect. But Lee Sharp found himself with the chance and he took it. And that's the goal that separates the two teams here. At half-time, it's Manchester United 1, Middlesbrough 0. Middlesbrough get back in this game now. Lenny Lawrence there. He's only ever been to Wembley in the Seymour Cup with Charlton when he lost in 87. Knows his team have got to come up with something now. Mustoe square for Jimmy Phillips. A little bit of space there. Webb going across to try and hurry him. And it was Parker there, only as far as Mustoe. Now Pollock. And he really did get through some work, the two of them, in the midfield for Middlesbrough in the first half. Fleming knocking the ball in towards Slaven. And Slaven getting on the end of it, but although he deflected the header on target, there was no great venom in it. Curtis Fleming knocking the ball in quickly enough. Slaven getting away, but easy meet that for Schmeichel. Now it's Ripley battling with Parker. Ripley checking, getting the ball into the middle, and Slaven has equalised. It's 1-1, Bernie Slaven. Typical Slaven work. Ripley the provider, and the Teessiders are going crazy here. Bernie Slaven, so often the hero, and once more pulls out the goal from nowhere. Ripley battled with Parker all the way. He stopped and that gave him the chance to whip in the cross. Slaven was straight onto it and Schmeichel was beaten. Ripley getting the ball in somehow. Slaven so sharp. And that was 1-1. Alex Ferguson, who's been through these sort of situations so many times before, so many successes behind him. 3 Scottish Championships, 4 Scottish Cups, a Scottish League Cup, 2 European Cup Winners' Cups and 1 FA Cup. Still looking though to add another trophy to his collection. Middlesbrough having a major say in that so far this evening. This is Irwin. Irwin going again. Pears saves. Pears at full strength. Stephen Pears wants to rescue. Did it so many times in the first leg. He had an outstanding game, but back at Old Trafford where it all started for him. Just the 5 appearances he made for United before joining Middlesbrough, and sharply down there. Sharp coming away with it, but again, another Musto challenge. Irwin. Gibbs. Ball not clear. Wilkinson on the chase. Both central defenders there. Pallister showing the speed, but Wilkinson could be in here. Wilkinson, it just didn't break for him. Well, he chased it and he so nearly got his reward, and Gary Pallister nearly dropped the clanger of all time against his old club. Wilkinson was there hunting. Wilkinson chasing it for all he was worth, and that's why the back pass was mishit. Wilkinson was to it, but Schmeichel was out bravely and quickly and saved the day. And now they're falling around at the other end. It's Pollock in there with McClare. Not the first time the two have come to, if not blows, then at least come to an exchange of very strong words. And Pollock will be booked for this one, I think. Just one tackle too many. He's thrown himself into so many challenges in the midfield. That's his style. And there was always the danger that it would be just one tackle too many. Referee John Martin making the facts plain. The yellow card is out. Now, how much will that inhibit the youngster in his midfield duties? McClare was furious. So Middlesbrough have this free kick to deal with. They've got everybody behind the ball. Very carefully teed up there by Lee Sharp. Lee Sharp and Robson over the ball. Irwin comes in. And it was dipping, but not quite enough to trouble Stephen Pears. It's Irwin, 4 goals so far this season. And obviously fancies himself from these sort of positions, angled, dipping, but still too high. Just see that incident a minute or two ago when Pollock was booked. He was all over McClare and really just hauled him to the ground, and you can see the referee straight away reaching for the yellow card. And McClare furious. And now here's Hendry. Hendry cleared off the line by Pallister. Agonising moment there as Hendry saw the ball heading towards the goal until Pallister got there first. And that was nearly Borough in the lead. Hendry chased the ball, got to it first, hooked it goalwards, and Pallister hooked it away. Michael there plucking that one as well. And now it's United's turn to live on their nerve ends, surviving through Gary Pallister's composure and pace to cover. Now Pollock chasing Pallister. Parker, still Pollock. Sprinting from player to player. That's a dangerous ball in again. Sharp is up there. And Proctor can collect it and perhaps start something for Middlesbrough. It's a good ball forward for Slaven. Wilkinson on the run now. Wilkinson, can he get the shot in? He couldn't find the power. But it was a lovely break right from deep defence by Middlesbrough, started by Proctor all the way through the midfield. Excellent build-up by the Borough. This one is going to go all the way. Ince knocking it back again for Webb. He tries one and Pears again alert. Pears for peddling. Webb sizing up the options and letting fly, and Pears keeping his balance and his eye on the ball. This is Pollock. Turner screaming for it. And out wide it's Slaven who's got space. Slaven, the man who got the equaliser. And it was Faulkner through the middle. Faulkner found the space there, just couldn't get the connection he wanted with the header. But again, United in complete disarray. Got a deflection that may well have denied Faulkner the chance of a clean header. Oh, what a storybook comeback that would have been for Faulkner. Now Robson, the skipper. There's a chance here perhaps, and it's wide. Leclerc will know there's an opportunity to put United at Wembley. Great ball by the skipper. Leclerc perhaps tried to bend it with the outside of the foot, but ended up putting it well wide. Bruce will watch this one so carefully. Can't afford the back pass. And got the nudge instead to Wilkinson as he was trying to let the ball run out of play. Alex Ferguson chewing away, and it's been a tense night on the bench for managers. And we've got extra time here. Bernie Slaven's equaliser sends this game into another phase. The eyes there of Lee Sharp, he must have thought that he had set United on the way to Wembley, but Bernie Slaven stopped all that, and now we've got another 30 minutes. Another 30-minute slog for these two teams who've been hammering at it tonight non-stop for 90. It really will be a test of strength and stamina and nerve and composure. United under pressure at the moment. That's a difficult ball in. Faulkner is there. Faulkner! Oh, a great save by Schmeichel. And Faulkner nearly got the vital breakthrough for Middlesbrough. That's the first time we've had of anything getting out of control. Ince involved there with Faulkner. That's a shame. 3 hours more of football and there's been nothing out of order at all. It's been fierce, of course, but there's been nothing really naughty. Ince and Faulkner, the two men in trouble. Pollock's name already in the book. Let's see what happened there. Faulkner giving it a real shove, and there was a little bit of a kick back there, then battling with Robson. And Faulkner getting a blow on the back of the head from Ince, who definitely a yellow card out for them both. Into the last minute now of the first period of extra time. Brian Robson with the free kick. Pallister jumping. Phillips lashing it clear. Only Slaven up there to chase, although Wilkinson now comes to close him down, and he did do as well. Phillips, a slightly half-hearted challenge there by his standards. Webb can knock it back in. Referee keeps the play going, and it's never stopped. This is Irwin now looking to knock it in. Leclerc is there. Pollock was there as well. Robson in for Robbins. Too many bodies there, and it was Phillips finally who whacked the ball clear. Time up on our watch in this first period. There goes the whistle for half-time in extra time here in this semi-final of the Rumble Oaks League Cup. But still, Manchester United 1, Middlesbrough 1. It only stays level because of this man, Peter Schmeichel, who pulled off a really sensational save to deny Willie Falconer. Falconer, the substitute, couldn't believe it. Into the final 15 minutes then of extra time, and still these two teams locked together. Remember, it's a replay after this at Hillsborough next Wednesday, and there'll be penalties there. It'll have to be decided. Now Webb. It's a dangerous cross, and it's there, and it's Giggs. United ahead again. Ryan Giggs, right at the start of the second period of extra time. Giggs absolutely delighted. Middlesbrough perhaps caught a little cold, if that's possible, after such a match. Robson was in there. It fell to Giggs, and he lashed it into the far corner. Those fans who twice have seen United end runners-up in the League Cup. In '83 they lost to Liverpool, in '91 they lost to Sheffield Wednesday, and now through that volley from Ryan Giggs, they may well be on their way to a third final. They certainly think so. Now it's Ryan Giggs. Could he turn out to be the match winner? Fleming keeping pace with him. Robson, Giggs, slipping his man so easily. This is Ryan Giggs again, into the middle, McClare. But the pressure from Phillips was enough. Really has been a classic cup saga over two legs. The first game at Ayresome Park, quite outstanding in the quality of some of the football, as Middlesbrough matched Manchester United all the way, and again, terrific entertainment here at Old Trafford tonight, with Middlesbrough's determination, their teamwork and their ability, taking the First Division Championship favourites all the way. And that save by Schmeichel from Falconer in extra time could well prove to be a turning point. We're into stoppage time. Nottingham Forest await at Wembley next month. And only the referee's whistle now separates United, unless Falconer could get on the end of that one. And Middlesbrough still coming forward. There is yet another dramatic turn in this game, just too much to hope for. The referee will certainly add on the time until that ball comes back, that's certain. Now Phillips has it. One last tilt, one last throw of the dice perhaps. Launched into the middle there. And an offside called. The linesman right up with play. And that really does put a damper on it. Middlesbrough, as they say, will have to concentrate on the league and their campaign to be in the Premier Division, and certainly their cup performances so far this season. A massive degree of evidence for supporting their ability to survive in a higher standard of football. It's United coming forward once again. We've had a minute and a half on our watch of stoppage time. Alex Ferguson on his feet. He knows his team have been pushed all the way for 3.5 hours. And still the Borough play their football. There goes the final whistle. It's Manchester United who are at Wembley. Alex Ferguson can celebrate, but it's high for Middlesbrough. But what a magnificent performance they put in here again. No wonder he shakes the hand of Lenny Lawrence and of Ryan Giggs, the match winner. His volley sealed it all up.
It's impossible for us to be nearer going to Wembley than we were. I mean, the players played magnificently. They battled tremendously well throughout the game. We had more than our fair share of chances, and but from a wonderful save by Schmeichel from Willie Faulkner's header, I thought we won, but it wasn't to be. As I said, the players can't do any more than that. Those 13 players cannot do any more, and you know, we were inches away at times, and it's as close as you can get without getting there.
Was that save the turning point then, you think?
I think so. I think if you analyse it, I don't think Manchester United had too many chances in the closing period apart from the goal. And that save, that goal, I think would have won us it. But he made a great save, the fellow. How he stretched that far, I don't know. But it was a magnificent save, and I think it turned round on that, really. But as I say, it's no point being despondent about it. I mean, we've given everything there is to give, and we're that much away.
If you're despondent at the moment, you must also be an extremely proud manager of what they've done against First Division teams consistently.
I mean, we've played 5 First Division games now, all against teams in the top 6. Manchester City twice, Sheffield Wednesday once, and Manchester United over 2 legs, and it's taken until extra time, the 5th one, for us to be defeated. So I'm proud of the cup runs. I'm proud of what they did tonight. There was a magnificent turnout of our supporters who really got behind us, and as I say, I think they'll go home with their pride intact, although disappointed at the end of the day we're not at Wembley.
Well, we'll go straight to our special guest in the studio now, Jack Charlton. Do you echo Lenny's words there? Great praise for his team.
Yeah, I thought they did terrific, Middlesbrough, tonight. They battled. They missed Ripley when he went off, actually, because they lost a bit of pace they had from midfield, and he was really the one that with a strong boy and can run on that surface, and his pace would have told a lot more in the second half. But I lost him with a hamstring.
There were tough conditions there, though, weren't there?
Yeah,
It wasn't exactly perfect.
It was his sort of a field, that, actually.
Now we can actually take a look at the goals again, and of course Manchester United got that breakthrough, and really they stood off them.
I thought Middlesbrough gave them a little bit too much room to play here. The backs here dropped off, and really they should have been forward competing, and they just gave them a little bit of a yard for Man United to settle to play the ball.
From the young lad,
yeah, sharp. Strangely enough, him and Giggs, I was very disappointed with, because Lee Sharp, he got substituted. But that was, he had one cross and that goal, and that was all he did in the first half. Giggs we never saw in the whole of the game, until late in the game when he went onto the left-hand side of the field. Then he suddenly started to be a player. Then he scored a goal on the right-hand side of the field with his left foot. Well, I mean...
But it's your mate Bernie Slaven, of course. You know this man very well, who got the equaliser 5 minutes after the break.
If anybody was going to get a goal like this, it was going to be Bernie. He's to his near post position. The ball's come to him and he just turns it into the net. That's a typical Bernie Slaven goal.
And we can see it again from the other angle, or we were about to see it again from the other angle. There it is into the back of the net.
Left foot, right foot, doesn't matter what Bernie. He'll always pick up that position at the near post.
And they kept pressurising them as well. They had so many chances after that.
I've got to feel sorry for Middlesbrough, because there was, like Lenny says, that one opportunity with a header, that a little bit more pace on the ball, and it was Middlesbrough would have been in front, and then the game's completely gone from match, or it's changed. then they're looking for a draw. Instead of which, they got the one chance in the second half, a Brian Robson header, which was going in an opposite direction.
Yep.
And
we can take a look at it now.
Well, you can see it. Brian, I don't think he knows where this ball's going at all. It just sort of drops on him. And he has a little half a header on it.
And the young lads there standing in mark.
Yes, and then Ryan Giggs, left foot, fits beautifully for him.
Now, of course, Lenny has got rid of one problem, really. He can now concentrate on the league, can't he?